In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about being a dungeon master, what it takes, what it entails, and how you can do it fairly easily. But there's a few things you need to know before you start, and I'm going to go over those real quick. Okay, so you're interested in being a dungeon master for the first time. You've had this idea, you've found a group of players, you've found the game system you want to run, and there's a lot of them out there. And you've decided you want to be the guide. You want to facilitate the story for your players. Where do you start? First things first, you gotta find a game. Find something that feels like it'll be fun for you to run and to play. After all, as the dungeon master, you're gonna have to know the rules pretty well. Not perfectly, but pretty well. To get to that point, you're gonna need to do a little bit of research. Are you looking for a game that's a bit more heavy on combat and what happens during combat, and is a little more strict on the rules? Something along the lines of Pathfinder or 5th edition D&D might be a lot of fun for you. Or maybe something that's more roleplay heavy, something like Genesis might be a better pick. Or even Critical Role's new game that I definitely know the name of. And obviously you know the name of, so I don't have to say it out loud. I'd do a little bit of research. Certain games, such as Call of Cthulhu, are really good for a specific thematic tone. Maybe your group enjoys mysteries and horror and would love to be investigators trying to identify what horrible monstrosity has befallen a small town. Well, Call of Cthulhu might be a really good game for you. But if you and your players like the idea of a fantasy, heroic, adventurous, Lord of the Rings style game, D&D is obviously probably your better choice. Maybe you're looking for something where you want to play a bunch of teen superheroes. Masks would be a really great game for you. It facilitates the teen heroic angst. So make some time, set aside some time to figure out what would be fun for you to play. And for you to DM as well. Again, there's a lot of different types of games. First things first is figuring out what you, the dungeon master, really want to play. Now that you've got your game and you've got players, what's next from here? Well, obviously, scheduling is the most important part. But let's say you figured out a specific day of the week that works for everyone. You figured out the dice that you need for the game. You've got those. Now, I would encourage you, as the dungeon master, to find a good place to sit down and just be bored. Just let yourself be very bored for about an hour. Take a pen and paper, no phone, no internet, and just be there. And think about what style of plot and story you'd like to run for the next period of time. Think about how long you want to run your game. A lot of people start running Dungeons and Dragons games with no clear end in sight. These things are fine to do, but it doesn't really help if you, the dungeon master, don't have a final goal, a final moment already in mind for your players to be going towards. Okay, so you've got your endpoint in mind. You have that final goal, the big moment. You know roughly how long you want it to be, 10 sessions, 100 sessions, whatever your number is. You've got all that in mind. Now what? Well, now we have to establish the tone. Every world is different. Even if you're all playing on Faerun, even if every single person DMing ever ran Faerun, it would still feel different. Why? Because you as a person enjoy and narrate things differently than other people do. I tend to lean towards mystery and suspense. I enjoy the role play, and I enjoy making my players try to figure out what's happening, what's going on. And a lot of my players enjoy that. You might enjoy more of an action comedy style, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with I have two things before I think you're comfortable being ready to DM. The first is you're probably wondering, how do you balance encounters? How do you balance NPCs? How do you come up with things on the spot? And those are great questions that will come with time. A lot of that is you getting the experience of actually playing the game and running the game, and you'll learn, oh, I shouldn't throw a dragon at level 1 players, right? These things kind of come with time. But the most important thing really for you to remember is just take it easy and have some grace with yourself. You as a person are learning how to DM. And if you've got a table full of 4 to 6 players and none of them have DM'd before, you're fine. And if they have DM'd before, you're in an even better spot, because people who have DM'd before, they love it when new people DM. So really have some grace for yourself and jump right in. DMing is a lot of fun. And the last and arguably the most important thing I can teach you, or I can give you advice-wise, make mistakes. Have them fight a dragon at level 1. Don't have any names written down for your NPCs ahead of time. Do the dumb stuff. If it sounds like it was a mistake, you'll learn from it. Mistakes are great. We as humans benefit so much from making mistakes, especially when it comes to games. This is a hobby. We're all here to have fun. Every single person at your table came there to have fun. Be willing to make mistakes with them. And if you don't feel comfortable making mistakes with the people at the table, maybe you should find different people to play with. There's a lot you can do wrong when it comes to dungeon mastering. And that's okay. You are allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes are so healthy for you because you will grow from them. And mistakes are just stories that you get to remember and relive. So really, at the end of the day, isn't that what being a game master is all about, is giving players stories that'll be memorable? So thanks for coming on this walk with me. I hope you had a good time. I hope you feel a lot more comfortable dungeon mastering moving forward. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down in the comments. I'm always happy to interact with people and give you any type of advice that I can. So long, and hey, keep on role-playing. While you're making mistakes, go ahead and push the subscribe button down below. It means a lot to me.